It is Monday, October the 28th, 2024. And the question is, are you ready? I hope you're ready, because tonight is a great and grand episode in the world of At Home with James. For the fifth consecutive year, it is the Great Pumpkin Carve. Three carvers, three competitors, three warriors. And that is exactly what I am dressed as tonight. One of the warriors are going head to head to head, face à face, toe to toe to toe, for the ultimate in pumpkin carving supremacy. All month long, we have been having episode after episode after episode celebrating one of the crappiest holidays that only appeals to babies, nerds, and sex freaks. Tonight is the true meaning of Halloween, where people dig inside of themselves, inside of pumpkins, to rip out the guts, all in the name of victory. Tonight's episode, we're a little late. We are a little late. It's not my fault. It's not the tech's fault. As we saw in our chat, our production assistant, Devin, was late to the show because he was, quote, looking at a nudie magazine. And isn't that what Halloween is all about? People being scantily clad, objectified, and gratified. There's only a few days left, so we hope that you get your tricks and your treats. Speaking of treats, let's immediately go to the co-host, the co-pilot, and the side piece, Dave Kaufman. Dave, come out to play. Dave, why don't you let us know what you're dressed as tonight?
I'm dressed as my favorite wrestler.
Yep.
Lucha Dave.
I guess I'm not familiar with the career of Lucha Dave. Why don't you tell us a little bit about him?
Few are, but he's the WWD champion.
Why don't you let us know what the WWD is?
World Wrestling Daveration.
All right, great. So you are in the midst of workshopping this bit as we speak.
What do you mean?
Now, Dave, off air, you were already talking about how that mask is getting a little itchy. Where is it affecting you? I'd like to keep a tracker on this all night long.
Sure. Well, for one, I'm finding it very difficult to get my popcorn kernels in the mouth.
Right. So mostly it's impeding your eating.
Yeah. And then
so you've got some Halloween snacks tonight.
That's right. I've got a bag of Skinny Pop.
What's that?
It's America's thinnest popcorn.
Now, Dave, I would say that I love what you've done from the neck up. Neck down leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, actually, if you know anything about Lucha Dave, which you don't.
Yeah.
This is exactly their outfit when they hit the ring.
All right, so why don't you take us through what the outfit is?
So it's a luchador mask.
Lucha Dave mask.
Well, Lucha Dave is the character, but the mask is a luchador mask.
Oh, understood.
Yeah. Not a character, but the wrestling persona.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
And then he wears a traditional Lucha Dave hoodie.
So he wears a luchador mask, but a Lucha Dave hoodie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And it's Fruit of the Loom, available on Amazon Basics. And then a Lucha Dave also wears a t-shirt, George brand t-shirt, available at Walmart.
Yeah, the Walmart clothing. Now, coming in from the chat, High Score Run legendary viewer writes, quote, Lucha Dave has more scandals than Vince McMahon. Is that true?
Well, I don't know Vince McMahon. I hear he runs a different wrestling organization.
Well, he used to.
I'm most familiar with the WWD.
Which stands for?
The World Wrestling Daveration.
All right. Dave, it's an exciting night tonight. It's the fifth time we're doing this.
Almost as exciting as the last WWD pay-per-view.
What was that called?
That's when Lucha Dave finally got the title.
Oh, he finished the
He
story?
finished the story, yeah.
Who did he beat?
He beat his rival chief.
The rival chief.
The rival chief, yeah.
Dave, I know that event sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Is it as exciting about what's going to happen tonight? The 5th year straight. We've been here for all 5 of them.
I don't know. It's tough to say, but tonight's going to be exciting too.
Yeah, what part are you most looking forward to, Lucha Dave?
Me?
The fact that the episode's going to end at 11 o'clock tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be real late.
All right, so why don't we keep things moving? Without any further ado, we are going to welcome all of the carvers tonight. Let's open the gates for the ghosts, goblins, and ghouls this evening. We've got Downtown Alex Brown, Annabelle Agnew, and Thomas Barnwell.
Don't forget
this is
to
exciting.
Unmute yourselves, carvers. Got popcorn in my throat.
Unfortunate for Annabelle as she's appearing tonight via iPhone, I'm assuming. So let's quickly check in with all the carvers. Let's start with you, Alex Brown. What are you dressed as tonight?
What do you think? I'm well, what do you guys think I am?
Well, you sounded Jewish, so
I was about to say the same thing, but I didn't think it was my place, Lucha Dave.
yeah.
Well, well, some say, you know, I don't want to get too far into that.
Okay, so we'll move on. We're Jesus Christ tonight.
Yes.
All right, Thomas, you claimed you didn't get the memo that there was a costume, and then I proof checked you, and it was really satisfying. So let's just invent what our costume is right now. We've got this apron, we got this hat. What are you dressed as tonight?
James, I didn't say you didn't send it. I said I didn't get it. But I stopped reading when Annabelle wrote that she had 5 pumpkins.
Yeah, that was
Okay. Yeah, you felt the heat. So why don't we workshop your costume now off air? One of our judges said you're a classic barbecue dad. I quite like that.
That's what I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah, and you've got the classic coming to us via satellite live from Abu Ghraib prison. Very cavernous, very very concerning background. Let's move on. Coming to us, we don't have these too often anymore. It's like the old Instagram days where everyone was via mobile device. Annabelle Agnew, I'm going to talk about the fact that you've got multiple pumpkins, but I want to know, what is your costume tonight?
Does anyone have any guesses?
I'm going to say like hip photographer.
No, I am from a very, very famous movie in the 70s. I'm Matt Hooper from Jaws. I'm the Richard Dreyfuss character.
Yes, I see it now. My other guess was Dennis Hopper in Apocalypse Now.
I was also thinking Jason Grimmer with a camera. Yeah.
Well, also that. Yeah.
Let's do this rapid fire here, because of course it is the Great Pumpkin Carve. You've all been invited. You've graciously accepted. You're here to carve. I'm curious to know, let's start with you, Downtown. How are we feeling tonight? You accepted the challenge. Have you got it designed? Have you done research?
I did do some research. I actually went to the library and I picked up a couple of books to learn and get inspired. So who knows if that's going to help me? We'll see.
All right. So do you have a design in mind, or are you winging it?
I'm sort of like in between some things, you know. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to let it flow, you know.
Okay. Let it blossom. Let it grow. Let's go to you, Thomas. How are you feeling about tonight's competition? Do you have something on tap, or are you going to go by the seat of your pants?
It's half seat of my pants, half up here.
Oh, I love it. So you're leaving yourself room to pivot.
Correct.
I love it. Are you nervous at all?
I got a few butterflies.
I love it. Just like before a first kiss.
Oh, I've never kissed you, James. So,
Well, I'm going to let you know tonight the winner gets to kiss me.
Oh.
Okay, well, I've got to go.
Yeah.
Annabelle, let's round things out with you. I mentioned it a couple moments ago. You got multiple pumpkins. I think you have got a very ambitious plan tonight. Am I fair in saying that?
I'm going to carve 2 of the 5 pumpkins. Yeah, that's the plan. I had a third plan, but you know what? I don't want to keep us until midnight. So we're just gonna go with two. Two
This
small.
is now I will say that this isn't the first time that people have used multiple pumpkins, but it is the first time people have used two reasonably large sized pumpkins. So this is a first of its kind on this show.
Right. Well, I'm ready.
All right. Lucha Dave, before we say goodbye to the carvers so they can begin their carve, do you have any words of wisdom?
Look, you're on a tight timeline here, so don't be too precious. Just get to chopping.
Okay, great.
All right.
Got
So
it.
to Annabelle, to Thomas, and Alex, we wish you good luck, good carving. We're going to check in soon for a little progress report. We won't be looking at the pumpkins, but we will checking in to see how you're feeling about things.
Great.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
May the carving begin. Lucha Dave, I'm nervous for them. Are you not nervous for them?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
All right. What are you doing?
Getting the shot. The next shot. Here we go.
All right. So, are you nervous for them?
I am nervous. I've got little butterflies in my stomach. I'm
Much like Thomas had.
much like Thomas. It's going to be interesting to see who's got to kiss you at the end of the night.
Now, I'm curious to know, Lucha Dave. We talked about kissing a little bit. Have you ever locked lips on Halloween?
Locked lips.
Yeah. Have you ever smooched on Halloween? You ever meet like a main squeeze and you're like, I'd love a kiss under the Halloween moonlight?
Not a main squeeze, no, but I have given my mom a peck on the cheek before going trick or treating, and then
Did you have butterflies?
I had butterflies because I was so nervous about how much candy I'd get that night.
All right. Now, did you give your dad a kiss on the cheek too?
Yeah, I give my dad a kiss on his little beard.
Now, I was with you earlier today. We ran into your parents, and I noticed that you didn't give your dad a kiss on the cheek.
No, I gave him a tap on the back.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll give him a hug.
I think that your dad was a little excited to see me today.
He likes to get into it with you, James. I feel
Yeah,
like
why do you think that is? He keeps me on my toes.
because you're just a rough and tumble guy, and I feel like he relates to that.
You think what do you think about my costume, Dave? Is this rough and tumble?
I mean, I think so. I wouldn't want to, come across
Kiss
you
me?
on the street late at night. I'd be a bit worried.
Be worried I might smooch you.
Well,
It is Halloween. It's a time for kissing.
I suppose I would be worried you'd unsolicitedly kiss me. Yeah.
Well, I'd ask.
Oh, you'd ask.
I'd say, excuse me, I like that mask a lot.
Oh, thank you.
You mind if I kiss you?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'd like that.
All right, well, have a great Halloween.
Hey, you have a good night too.
You sure you don't want to kiss?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, you can't fault the guy for trying.
No, you can't. I'm married, so.
Oh, not me.
No, have you seen anybody?
This isn't an alternate universe where we are not friends and I'm out on Halloween night trying to find people to kiss.
Yeah, trying to find strapping old dudes to kiss.
Yeah, sods.
Strapping old dudes, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of sods on the street.
Now, I was originally going to go with a long-haired wig. I put the bandana on. I thought, I actually think I look kind of cool like this.
I think you look cool. I think you could be in a rock band. Like
It's a little Springsteen-ish.
I was going to say, you could sing Born in the USA.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever think about being in a rock band, James?
Yeah, I think like being in a rock band would be cool, but I don't think I have the ability or skills or talent required to do it. But then again, Gigi Allen did, and he was horrible.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a thought going. I don't know if it's stuck.
Yeah. Favorite Gigi Allen song, is it Drink My Piss?
I don't know Gigi Allen too much, but he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, well, he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
Now, Dave, we're about to meet the judges.
Okay.
This is a very interesting panel of judges because for the first time, you are not a judge.
I know.
Well, I can't say that because you haven't been a judge every year, but for the past couple of years you have. You're basically just a co-host with me tonight.
I know, and I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna wanna rank these pumpkins, but I'm not gonna be able to.
Maybe you can have unofficial rankings.
All right, I'll give an unofficial ranking. Sure, yeah.
All right. So without
I'll rank things on the Lucha Dave scale.
All right. What is your scale going to be?
Let's see. Pumpkin.
Well, while you're thinking about it, let's go to the judges. This, as mentioned, a lot of real familiar faces on the show. Many of them have been multiple-time judges. Some of them have been winners of the Great Pumpkin Carve. Let's please welcome back to the program. We've got Syd Roc, Marlaena Moore, and Marilyn T. Marilyn, I want to start with you. You were planned to be a judge last year. You were a judge the year prior in 2022. Last year, you forgot you agreed to the show. You did not appear. This year, you forgot that you agreed. I checked in with you earlier today. I'm very glad that I did. How does it feel not only to be back, but also that you forgot twice?
Well, I'm happy to be here, and I do feel bad that I forgot, but I'm here. So, I mean, it's just like, it's okay. You know, I enjoyed that gap year. That gap year was okay. Maybe it's going to clear my mind for my judging.
Yeah, you have to find yourself in the gap year.
Yeah. Maybe we found a tradition where every other year you don't judge. So in 2025, you will not judge. We'll still announce that you're judging, but you just won't arrive. 2026, you're back. Now, Marilyn, what are you dressed as tonight?
Let me guess.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I'm going to guess Mary Poppins.
Interesting. Okay. It's kind of close. I went, James, do you want to have a go at it?
Well, I already know the answer.
Okay, well, yeah. So it's...
I'll say The Little Mermaid.
Oh, well, yeah. No, I'd like to say...
Elsa.
No. I'm a geek.
Wendy from Wendy's.
Oh, wow. That could work. Like, I like that. I could
Tim Horton.
Tim Horton? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is it Jean Coutu?
Lance Armstrong.
All of these things, but the important thing is, because I'm wearing glasses, we're gonna add the geeky to it. So geeky, whatever you said. How's
so
that?
There is no answer to this.
Well, okay, so I thought that maybe a geeky Anne of Green Gables type of thing.
Okay,
so
I love it.
Let's go with that.
All right, let's go with that. We're gonna move on. One of, if not the most ruthless judges in at-home history. He's been here for all of them. He's seen it all. He's done it all. Syd Roc. Syd, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm relieved to know that Dave's unofficial scale will actually have nothing to do with the actual scale we'll be using, because I know how unofficial can be sometimes on this show, James.
Okay, let's all just calm down. We're talking about year one. Is that correct, Syd?
I don't know. It was definitely tainted, but whatever I meant was tainted by year one. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course, but we've righted those wrongs.
Yes, I am happy to be the change I wanted to see in the world. I'll put it that way.
You help create change. Now, Syd, historically, you don't wear a costume. I noticed that you are wearing a toque instead of your trademark bandana. And I said, oh, you look like this person. You said, yeah, let's just go with that. I think you look like Joe Pesci's character, Harry, from Home Alone, one of the burglars.
Yeah, and I looked it up, and I can see the resemblance, and I'm fine with it. And, you know, it's a nice, fun, light movie. Why not?
Yeah, and it also is great because the holidays are coming up, and I know that that's not only my favorite time of the year on the show, but yours as well, Syd.
Yeah, let's go with that. It's my favorite time of the year for me to poop on.
Wow, you've co-opted Triumph, the insult comic dogs material and culture. For the first time ever, as far as I'm concerned, we've got a previous winner on tonight's judges panel. It's Marlaena Moore. Marlaena, let us know who you are dressed as tonight.
I'm dressed as...
Wait, can we guess?
Yeah, I'll go with Judge Judy.
No.
Judge Joe Brown.
No.
Judge Mathis.
No.
Judge Reinhold?
You know what? I love Judge Reinhold, so why not? I was watching Beverly Hills Cop the other day, and
the new one?
No, the old one, the first one, and it's great.
I have to say, I like this side of Lucha Dave. He's very fiery and feisty, like a lot of luchador wrestlers.
This mask, it does something to me.
Yeah, somebody stop him. Marlaena, let's reveal who are you dressed as tonight?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, may she rest in peace.
You know, my daughter's first Halloween, she was dressed as Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Pretty cute stuff.
I remember, can confirm.
Yeah.
We all remember that.
Yeah. Let us never forget. This is also now Remembrance Day on the At Home show, but we have got our own things to remember on this show. I want to go around the horn once again. Marilyn, tonight you're back as a judge. What are you looking for? What are you expecting? What are you hoping to not see? What are you hoping to see? 3 very, very unique challengers tonight. Any predictions? Anything at all?
Wow. Well, I'm super excited to see these people carve. I want to be surprised. Like, I must say, I don't remember how it was the last time I was here, because that gap here really cleared my mind. So I really just want, I want to be surprised. I don't want to see too much. I think, no, I'm okay with seeing everything. You know what? I want to be surprised.
Okay, so you're open. You're very open.
I'm very open. No expectations, really. No expectations.
Okay, Syd, let's go to you. Again, a veteran. What are you hoping for tonight? We've seen a lot of great pumpkins over the years, and dare I say, many mid pumpkins over the years.
Yes, we've seen the whole spectrum. As far as what I'd like to see, I want to see some, good old-fashioned competition, and like no phoning it in, as long as you give it your all, that's what I'm here to see. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. A lot of good answers here. Marlaena, let's go to you. Last year's winner with one of, if not the most unique pumpkins of all time on the show. What are you hoping to see tonight? Any predictions? Anything at all?
Well, I have to say, we have a really strong lineup tonight. I really feel like all 3 of these competitors are not going to phone it in. And so I think that the quality overall is going to be quite impressive. In terms of what I'm looking for, I definitely like to see someone who's thinking a little bit outside of the box. However, there's absolutely nothing wrong with executing a classic to perfection. So like Marilyn, I'm open, and like Syd, I'm also really want to see people bringing it hard.
Yeah, now I want to touch on that, and that's going to lead us down the pathway of quickly discussing the criteria for tonight. It hasn't changed. The scales that they are being measured on are creativity, execution, and the spookiness of the pumpkin. Now, over the years, it has been very rare that anyone has really flourished in all 3 categories. You might have great spookiness and great execution, but maybe not that creative. Alternatively, you might have a very creative pumpkin, but it's not that spooky at all. So it is hard to measure all 3 in the same metric. Is there anything that we think could do this? Like, Syd, if you were carving, what do you think you would put to the test in order to try to really tip the scales with creativity, execution, and spookiness?
The reason that's a difficult question for me to answer is that I carve pumpkins so rarely that it's difficult for me to even imagine carving eyes that aren't triangles, so yeah, in terms of creativity, it's difficult for me to I don't even know what I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. Very diplomatic. Marlaena, I want to go to you. Last year, you won. It was very creative. Execution was great, but I don't recall it being spooky. Is that something that you went in thinking, I'm going to sacrifice the spooky factor to really try to pad my scores with the other 2 categories?
Well, I wasn't really thinking about the categories too much, to be totally honest, because first of all, I didn't know what the categories were exactly. That I was not aware of that, so there's that. But then I think also too, I think that creativity, if it's executed well, can really, outshine a lot of the spookiness. I did attempt to make it kind of spooky. For those who didn't see, I made a little like house basically that had a multimedia aspect to it. Going
Which
off
Dave
of
loves. Dave loves multimedia and mixed media.
Yeah, it was great. I remember that house.
Oh, thanks, fellas.
What I want to do is quickly
The medium is the
revisit your
message.
scores. I want to revisit Marlena's scores from last year. So in terms of creativity, Marlaena, your Little House Pumpkin got a 5, a 4, and a 5. Almost a perfect score across the board with creativity. Execution, you got a 5, a 5, and a 4.5. In terms of spookiness, a 2, a 0, and a 4. Now, the 0 came from Joe, who, if memory serves correct,
it was actually Joe wasn't there. It was Bruce Valanche.
Oh, that's correct. It was
right.
Bruce Valanche. Yes,
That was
correct.
a big get for the show.
Yeah, I often mix Joe and Bruce Valanche up. I remember Bruce saying, "I do not like this pumpkin."
That's right. And that's why me and Bruce don't really hang out very much. I know him and Joe are roommates or whatever, but
they've maintained some type of relationship for many years.
Yeah, people have really speculated what's going on there exactly.
I mean, Bruce is a bit of a Hollywood square, so it's not surprised that.
No, certainly
Yeah,
not.
Joe lives above him.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, just thinking about it right now, I feel like if I was to ever, now I have to say too, the other thing about this whole affair is that I hate pumpkin carving. I am so happy to not have any goddamn pumpkin guts anywhere near me in my house.
They stink.
Said, they suck. But if I had to do it again, what I think I would do to make it to do the triple three of creativity, execution, and spookiness is I feel like I would somehow use the guts and maybe add some kind of compound to like make it like moldable that could be like incorporated into the like design of the pumpkin and could maybe be used as some to mold like a face or do some sort of like almost using the guts as like a special effects makeup on the pumpkin or something.
Well, I will say, and Marilyn, you may remember this, the 2022 winner, Kathy Fagan, used the guts, made them bloody, things of that nature. So the guts have been used many times. I remember the first year, the most controversial one of all was Kim Ho's pumpkin, in which she had a very tiny pumpkin being consumed by another.
That's fantastic.
That's the year that Joe failed miserably, although perhaps
got robbed.
Yeah, he did get robbed.
Yeah.
I want to quickly run through if we have any pumpkins that stand out to us over the years that have really turned us on. Dave, do you have any memorable pumpkins that really sailed your boat?
I mean, of course, there's the Cinderella pumpkin that turned into a vehicle.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and
Peter Pumpkinhead.
Peter Pumpkinhead, yeah.
From the Crash Test Dummies.
Yeah.
Song.
And then there's the Smashing Pumpkins with a memorable song, 1979.
Yeah, the song that sounds like farts. Syd, let's go to you. Any pumpkins that still stand out to you after all these years? Because we're still crazy, like Paul Simon once sang.
You know what? If I remember correctly, Joe Canto's first pumpkin was that fancy monocle guy or something like that.
He carved the monocle. He had the big. Yeah, that was a great.
I missed that pumpkin.
And then there was
a great pumpkin.
His year 2.
It should have won.
That was Mimi from the Drew Carey Show.
Yeah, his year 2. It never had there been a larger fall from grace.
Oh yeah, I was really disappointed.
Oh, we all were. I think if memory serves correct, Joe said that the show ended. He took the pumpkin and put it in the garbage outside. Now, year 2 has one of my favorite pumpkins of all time, the exploding diarrhea pumpkin that Taylor McMillan carved and won with. I really quite enjoyed that one.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, that pumpkin was face backwards with cheeks spread. And
Yeah, it began with a great reveal of the face, which was kind of the emoji of like, ooh, wow. And then the giant reveal where the innards were used and they were browned to indicate diarrhea.
That's really, really nasty.
I think to this day, it's still the highest scoring pumpkin in show history.
Wow.
Here on the At Home with James show, we like things a little nasty.
Oh, it gets nasty here for sure, right, Marilyn? It gets nasty.
Oh yeah.
All right, Marilyn, any pumpkins stick out to you over the years?
Oh my god, I do not remember. I feel I haven't done my research apart from like Kathy's that I somewhat remember because that's it. That was the guts were used, but
that was also the year where Jason put that from the Goonies Sloth, the only pumpkin to use electrical tape.
Yes,
that's one of my favorites.
Because I must say that my memory is not so good on this.
It's all good. You're only here once every other year. Now, as the carvers chip away, I want to, as we do every year, ask if anyone's got special Halloween plans this year. Marlaena, I'm curious to know, you were here last week. Has anything popped up for you on the spooky side of things?
No, not at all.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah, no one's invited me to any parties. I got invited to like a rave last Friday, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I went to a friend's birthday party instead. Wasn't Halloween themed at all.
Were you tempted to go to the rave?
Yeah, because I like to dance, but I was also just kind of like, oh, I just want to like hang out with friends. I've been like, I'm a weekend warrior now, and so I just wanted to like, but I did have an eye patch from dressing up at work, so. Okay. And then on actual Halloween day, I just have like a bunch of meetings.
What'd you dress up as at work? Someone with an eye injury?
I dressed up as Elle Driver from Kill Bill Volume 2 when she's in the suit.
Marilyn, let's go to you. Any Halloween plans this year?
Yeah, for Halloween day per se, I have to go into the office. They're planning all these things, which I find always a little like ridiculous, but at the same time kind of like, it could be fun. They have like a quiz. I don't know what they're planning. There'll be candy, which I'm happy about because I don't get enough candy for myself. I need to come from other people. It needs to be free. And for the weekend, now that was a weird thing, right? Halloween is really in the middle of the week kind of thing. Well, it's on a Thursday, but I mean, people could have celebrated last weekend, but now it's happening on November 2nd, mostly the Saturday. I will be at VME doing like night slime. So if you want to come and see us with Marlaena and Alex being ridiculous, that's where we'll be. And maybe I hope to go to a party after. I have one invite. We'll see if I make it. We'll see.
Whoa. Okay. Syd, let's round things out with you. Are you celebrating this year or is this it?
Unfortunately, I had plans to go to a party this weekend, but something else came up and I had to cancel. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer too, because it's at least the second Halloween in a row that I will have skipped. But hey, shit happens,
You know what? I want to pull everyone together for a second. It sounds like to me, we don't really have a lot of Halloween plans this year, guys. But I will say, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah?
I'm taking my kids out trick-or-treating.
All right, so I just want to gather like Syd and Marlaena and Marilyn, whose plans seem to be in flux. Like, it seems like, we don't have a lot of concrete plans this year. And I just want to say that even though we're a couple days ahead of the big day, tonight, and to me, really feels like Halloween right now.
That's beautiful, James.
Not to me.
Why?
Because I'm going out with my kids on Halloween, and that's not this.
Are you going to be dressing as Lucha Dave?
I don't know.
You can borrow this costume.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, Ruth David Ginsburg.
Ruth David Ginsburg,
yeah. Which sounds like your assassinator name.
Yeah, it's true. I killed a president.
Of what country?
A president's choice snack.
There we go. Yes.
Wow. That was pretty good.
Minecraft.
All right, so what I want to do is we're going to say goodbye to the judges for now. We're going to get back to you soon. We're going to let you think about this criteria a little bit more: creativity, execution, and the spookiness factor as we inch closer and closer to scoring time. Thanks, Syd, Marilyn, and Marlaena. Dave?
Hey, Lucha Dave.
Yeah, so in a couple moments, we're going to check in with the carvers, just a very loose check-in. We're not there yet.
Keep it loose.
I'm curious. I want to chat about your Halloween plans with your kids. Are you taking them out around the neighborhood?
Yeah, we're gonna be walking around NDG.
Are you nervous it might snow or rain? Classic Quebec Montreal Halloween dilemma.
It's supposed to be like 25, something crazy.
25 degrees?
Yeah, something crazy. Yeah.
Dave, it's summer again.
I might wear my my bathing suit.
Oh, maybe you could be a lifeguard.
I'll go as David Phelps.
Or David Hasselhoff.
Sure, yeah. Or David Swimmer.
Wait, who's David? Do you mean Michael Phelps?
What? Well, for me, it would be David Phelps.
Oh,
but you missed my really good joke at the end there.
Right, and what was the other one? David Swimmer?
David Swimmer, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it, but I was more concerned with the David. So basically,
David Schwimmer from Goosebumps?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, here, look, let's just back that ass up for a second, Dave. You're all over the place here. This mask is turning you into a
Somebody
freak.
stop me.
Yeah. Now, I think we got a new character for you, Lucha Dave. It has no bearing of wrestling. He's just feisty.
Yeah.
Now, would you consider doing like a bathing suit but having a whale tail?
And what would that be?
You don't know what a whale tail is?
You're talking about the mammal?
No, it's an exposed thong.
Oh, like from Cisco's "The Thong Song," a song I just heard for the first
which
time.
is becoming an ongoing theme on this show.
Yeah, okay. What you want me to have? This would be like it would be like a play.
Yeah, would you be willing to wear a thong for Halloween and give us an update?
I mean, who says I'm not wearing one already?
Are you?
No.
All right. What kind of underwear are you wearing?
Me?
What brand?
Fruit by the Foot.
Fruit by the Foot.
Yeah.
So you're basically wearing erotic underwear.
Yeah.
Now, are they more of a boxer or brief cut?
Well, they're brief, as in they get taken off real fast.
Taken off or chewed off?
Well, it depends who I'm talking to.
So I guess like tonight, if you can't fit the popcorn in,
animals in my house
if you can't fit the popcorn in, you just like peel some of your underwear off and chew away.
Yeah, that's what I'm giving out for Halloween. Each kid just gets a little piece. It's
of your underwear.
Yeah, it's the honor system.
Underwear.
It's the honor system.
Dave,
yeah,
you're on fire tonight.
Well, what can I say? Nothing.
All right.
I got popcorn stuck in my teeth.
Now, Dave, are you able to see Halloween through the eyes of your kids? Does it bring you back to a nostalgic time in your life?
In all seriousness, James, it does.
Yeah, let's slow things down. Let's get
serious interview.
Yeah, if all things had gone as planned, the show would be wrapping up in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
This show is nowhere close to being done.
No, we're running late. Hello?
Are you breathing heavily?
Yeah, I can't breathe in this thing.
All right. So let's
I'm actually quite sick right now.
Let's take it down a notch. You wanted to get serious, you wanted to talk about your kids.
Yeah, James. What's the question?
Yeah, are you able to see Halloween through the eyes of your kids, and does it take you back to a nostalgic place?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say nostalgic because I don't remember being that particular age, but it does bring me joy to see them so happy receiving candy and such from complete strangers.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy that, you try to teach your kids not to talk to strangers, but then everything you do indicates to the opposite.
Well, there's a lot of hypocrisy and contradictions in society.
That's what the worst part of this whole holiday. It's the hypocrisy.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your problem with the hypocrisy of Halloween, Dave?
Well, you want your kids to be healthy. You want them to, mind their P's and Q's when it comes to strangers. Meanwhile, you're shoveling candy down their throats and thrusting them into the arms of skeletal-like
I don't know about that
people.
use of that word thrusting tonight.
Well, I apologize. I'd like to formally apologize for that use of that word. James, what about you?
What are you going to do moving forward?
You want to come over for Halloween?
Halloween's on Thursday?
Yeah.
I have plans that night.
Oh, wow. What do you got? What are you doing?
I'm going to be watching a hockey game with friend of the show, Dimitri Kires. I'm going to make my trademark chili, and we're going to watch hockey. So it's not really like I don't have Halloween plans. It's just if the game had landed on a Tuesday or a Friday, that's what I would have done.
Hey, you invited me over for that just earlier,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I can't come. I'm doing Halloween.
Well, I mean, yeah, but your kids are so tiny and puny. They do daytime Halloween, right?
Puny? No, we go late. They go hard. We're having some.
Yeah, how late?
Well, I don't know, 8:30.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll still be summer out, so they're gonna be sweating.
Yeah, sweating to the oldies.
What oldies?
What?
What oldies?
I like to play I'm gonna be dressed as Elvis.
Oh, you're gonna be dressed as David Schwimmer.
David Swimmer, James.
Excuse me. So now you're Elvis.
Yeah. Well, I might do a costume change mid-Halloween.
Oh, like you're in a Broadway show and you're doing a new number?
Yeah, exactly. You like Broadway, James?
No. I don't like musicals.
Oh, that's unfortunate. No. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
The thing is, I love music, but I don't like musicals. It's just, it feels foolish to me.
Why?
It all just feels too phony baloney.
That's interesting.
I can't suspend my disbelief.
But you could for like an improv show.
No, not anymore.
Okay, you don't like that either.
No, I watch it like, oh, that's a cool move. Oh, I like that they did that. I laugh, but at no point am I like, wow, Dave and Syd really are burglars.
Well, we
You know
might
what
just
movie
rob your house then.
You know what movie I
You'll
did
never
see in
believe it.
theaters? I saw Rock of Ages in theaters. What a piece of crap
What's
that
that?
was. It's basically like the adaptation of the Broadway show based on like 80s hair metal.
Okay, is it all one band or it's multiple?
Well, I think isn't Tom Cruise in it? It's a piece of crap.
Okay, I don't know. You saw it. I didn't see it.
It wasn't by my own accord.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
It was a date.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's how I measure movies.
What happened afterwards, James?
I like it. What happened afterwards?
Yeah.
I went home.
Did you get a smooch?
I don't recall.
Interesting. You pleaded the fifth.
Now, Dave, as we kill time here,
yeah,
we're in the swing of things, even though it's going to be 25 degrees. We often go to you anytime there's a seasonal change. Fall is here, but the fall season really kicks in, I think, once Halloween has come and gone. Any predictions for the fall?
I mean,
what type of fall are we in for?
It's going to be an interesting fall, I think.
Yeah,
what do you mean, like?
Like what's going to make it interesting?
Well, you got that big election coming up, the NDG school board election.
Yeah.
So,
who do you like for that one?
Oh man, I'm a MAGA.
Yeah, and this is a different MAGA.
Yeah. Make amazing
grades
awesome again.
Wait, that's MAGA?
MAGA. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not MAGA, it's MAGA.
MAGA, yeah.
Make amazing grades awesome
again.
Kids,
they're not always interested in getting good grades, but the MAGA movement.
Yeah, well, see, this sounds like a pretty positive MAGA movement.
Yeah, exactly. It's trying to make sure that kids get excited about the possibility of successful careers in academia.
Who's the other party?
Who's the other party?
Yeah.
It's the
Well, I don't know. I don't have kids, so I won't be voting on the school board elections.
Well, you don't have to have kids to vote on the school board elections.
Really?
Yeah, you just need to be a resident of your neighborhood. Because
all
education affects us all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your tax dollars go towards the education system.
Yeah, well, I'm just hoping to find out who Syd Roc endorses.
Oh, yeah. He endorses Jim Biden.
All right, well, you're running on empty.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, let's
it's this mask, James. Yeah, it's changed me.
Let's check in with the carvers. We're going to do a progress report. We are not going to see the pumpkins. I cannot stress that enough. We are not going to see the pumpkins. We're just doing a progress report.
Hide your pumpkins. We're missing one of the. We're missing.
That's okay. We don't know where. Oh, here we go. He has risen.
Okay.
All right, let's do a little check-in. Let's go to downtown Alex Brown, who's sipping on pumpkin beer, which is also a John Cougar Mellencamp lyric.
Yeah, it is.
Sipping
on pumpkin beer.
It's a seasonal song.
Turn the pumpkin beer into
timer
wine.
Stopped, right? We're not.
Right now, we are not. You can keep carving if you want to.
Well, I need to think about.
Yeah, you need to take a break. Break me up a piece of that Alex Brown. Now, how are you feeling so far?
I'm a little bit like the vision isn't what I.
Okay, so you are being forced to pivot.
I think so. Yeah. I need to make some sort of game time decisions.
I love it.
Yeah. But overall, I still feel like we're on track and we're okay.
Mistakes are opportunities for new discoveries.
Happy accidents.
Yeah, there we go. Sucking on pumpkin beer. Let's go over to Tom Barnwell, BBQ Dad. Thomas, how you feeling so far tonight?
Tommy.
Feeling pretty good, James.
You're feeling good about it.
Well, I mean, I'm feeling good about it. Everybody else might feel crappy about it.
I see the spark. This is a totally different Barnwell than we saw in the Christmas cookie bake-off a couple of years ago, where I could see you were feeling the heat.
Well, I was defeated out of the gate on that one.
Not in my world. You had the second place cookie. I hated Joe's cookies. Those things were, as someone might put it, a monster.
Yeah, it was like the fruit salad of cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You like a John Cougar Mellencamp, Thomas?
No.
Yeah, what do you think about that lyric? Sucking on chili dogs.
That's what gets them off.
Annabelle, a.k.a. Jaws character, a.k.a. Jason Grimmer. let's go to you. How are you feeling about your progress? So have you started on a second pumpkin, or are you still on pumpkin 1?
No, pumpkin 1's done.
Oh,
so pumpkin 2's almost done.
Wow. Okay. How are you feeling? You seem very energized.
Well, all of those years of being a mom really helps in the pumpkin carving department.
Yeah.
You carve a lot.
Thomas, can I go to you? Does that resonate with you as a father, a 2-time dad?
We haven't carved pumpkins in a long time because my kids are much older. So that's my excuse.
Well, it looks like you're getting your groove back tonight, Thomas.
Yeah, how Thomas got his groove back. Annabelle, can I go to you? Do you like John Cougar Mellencamp?
You know what? On my last road trip, there was a few songs that came on in the mix I had. I like them. Yeah.
What do you think about that lyric? Sucking on chili dogs.
I don't know that lyric, James.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane.
I know that one. Ups. Yeah.
And then he just decides that they're sucking on chili dogs.
Right. I'm sure I heard it at the time, but my ability for recall is not there, as we all know.
Well, I want to put that to the test for a future episode. Total recall.
No.
When you said little ditty about Jack and Diane, did you mean P. Diddy?
Yeah, well, this is a bit of a freak off tonight.
Okay.
We're just replacing
I find that type of humor inappropriate.
What, you do?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to send the pumpkins. We're going to send the pumpkin carvers back to their gourds as time is winding down. Time is winding down for the pumpkin carvers. Lucha Dave.
Yep.
We're going to go back to a one-on-one here.
Nice.
I want to get back into it. Look, we know that it's Halloween right now, which to me, this episode always excites me, not so much for the competitive aspect of it, but because it's clearing a pathway for the holiday season. But we have a couple weeks of kind of in between where we got to fill the space here.
Couple of down weeks.
Yeah. So what we're going to have to do is kind of fill the space, but the holidays are coming up. Sure. Are you ready for this?
For the holidays?
Oh, hell yeah, my man.
I haven't even thought about them yet, James.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you and I were hanging out today in the DeCary Square inside of one of, if not the greatest home senses of all time.
We went to 3 different malls today.
Yeah, let's talk about it a bit.
Sure, yeah. We started off in Ville Saint Laurent.
Yeah, at Place Vertu.
Place Vertu.
Wow.
That's the spirit of Place Vertu.
Yeah, it's haunting us.
Yeah. We ate at maybe the worst scores in the greater Montreal area.
Yeah, you were a real Kevin.
Yeah.
With our server.
I got PO'd by some
you got ribs and the bones were disintegrating.
They were disintegrating into the rib meat, which I
You got boned.
I got boned hard by the scores. And then we went to the new mall.
The Royal Mount.
The Royal Mount Mall. With all the fancy
where I
stores.
made a shocking sensory discovery almost immediately.
Yeah, it immediately smelled like farts in there.
Yes.
So I'm going to negatively review the Royal...
Now that I hear the ghosts of Royal Mount haunting the call.
Yeah. Who ate too many beans, apparently, because that whole place smelled like farts.
Yeah, and it felt like we were in Sim City.
Yeah, everyone was an NPC in there. And then we went to the best mall in Montreal,
which I insisted on.
Voted in what all the magazines as the top mall in Montreal, DeCary Square.
Yeah, not to be confused with a magazine.
Yeah, magazine, which is an educational magazine for the school board.
Yeah.
So we went to DeCary Square and we went to Winners and we had a real nice time.
Yeah, you called me a Christmas nerd.
You are a Christmas nerd, James.
What did I do that was so out of sorts?
You just kept pointing at Christmas things and getting excited. And you're like, "Oh, this is a rare one."
I never said that.
And then you had a big Christmas airplane and you crashed it into a Christmas tree.
What was
while you were playing with it like a child.
You're painting it out like I was just No. I picked it up. I said, how much is this thing? How much do we think it is? And I accidentally kabonked it into a variety of things.
Yeah, you got excited. And then you're like, but there's nothing I could do with it 11 months of the year.
I didn't say it like that.
But now I know I have an idea for your Christmas gift, James.
Oh, what is it?
I'm not going to say.
Is it the Santa Claus inside the aeroplane?
How did you guess?
Well, it was a real. I'm starting to get itchy with this bandana.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah.
I got a
As
bandana under here.
as things,
It's real itchy.
I'll tell you what. This is a master class in filling time.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to the judges.
Fill it with piles of shit.
We're gonna go back to the judges. I want to check in
Here we
here
go.
because we checked in with the carvers. I want to go around the horn. Marilyn, I want to start with you. We talked to all three participants here. Did anyone stand out to you as someone like, oh, I wasn't sure where things were going to go tonight, but this person feels like they're going in with some oomph and some moxie, or alternatively, I don't know about this. How are you feeling after that brief interview interlude?
Yes, well, I must say that Annabelle looked like it. She sounded like she was on a roll. That's
Oh
good.
yeah.
Thomas sounded also like he was getting there. It sounded a bit harder for Alex, but we could be surprised. So that's how I feel. That's what my expectations are, anyways, to be surprised, right?
Anything
So
can happen.
still
Yeah.
super open to that.
Syd, let's go to you. Did anything stand out? Were you paying attention? It looks like you took a break to eat food. Is that fact or fiction?
Oh, that is absolute fact. It's right here.
What have you been eating?
That's like a granola snack type shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, were you in earshot to hear the competitors?
Yes.
Thoughts?
And well, I'm basically gonna echo Marilyn in many ways, but I'm really excited to see how Alex will deal with whatever pivot or creative constraint the happy accident imposed on her on her quest to carve the pumpkin. And I'd say Thomas has maintained a shroud of mystery. I have no idea what to expect. And I like Annabelle's bravado. So yeah, I basically echoed Marilyn.
Now, it's very interesting. You talked about Thomas being shrouded in mystery. Obviously, the people watching at home can't see this. We just saw him leave frame. So we don't know what's going on. Is it a bathroom break? Is he getting something to accent it? We're going to wait. Marlaena, let's go to you. What are your immediate thoughts after those comments from the carvers?
I'm very intrigued. Because I feel like Annabelle is clearly very confident and I'm very confident. She has ample counter space, which is extremely
she's in the midst of cleaning up, which to me is a great sign.
Absolutely. So
she's drinking a beer. Right now she's drinking she's sucking on a cold beer.
Yeah.
Now, Annabelle is still mic'd up right now. Not on frame, but mic'd up. Marlaena, let's go back to you.
And with Alex, again, it's like there could be some concern in terms of needing to pivot, but sometimes that can be absolutely your greatest gift. Is like it's not necessarily the it's not about the block or the difficulty that comes in your path. It's how you deal with it. So could be really something to overcome. And then honestly, I'm very intrigued with Thomas. The fact that he came in and was, I think, feeling very confident and at least the kind of
BDE. He's got some BDE.
Very ominous frame he's got going with the way the shadows cast on this lone chair by this door.
Yeah.
And he's left the room.
So
he
looks like he's in a POW camp.
Well, I hope he's not. But
you think they're zapping him right now?
Yeah. And taking
by POW camp standards, if they let you participate in pumpkin carving contests, I mean, it's kind of pretty cool,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I want to do something here, Dave. We've never done this. You and I are going to predict the order of highest score to lowest score. We're going to say, I think this person's going to come in first, second, and third. Lucha Dave, make your predictions now.
Oh, it's tough.
We're impartial.
I came in with a certain set of expectations for our contestants.
Tell me what they are, because it's going to fill time.
Originally,
Because if we don't fill time, I'm going to start sucking on chili dogs.
Well, we wouldn't want that now, would we? Originally, I thought that Alex Brown was going to come in hot, and she was going to provide a very exciting, creative pumpkin. But now
when you say coming in hot, do you mean as a carver, like a hot costume?
I meant as a carver, James.
All right.
Please. But I feel like I'm getting a nervous energy from her now. So I think that I'm putting her lower in the list. And originally, I didn't give Barnwell a lot of credit.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a sort of even energy.
We shrouded in mystery.
Shrouded in mystery, sure.
It's back.
So I'm gonna say that right now my predictions are in first place. You got your double A, your Annabelle Agnew. In second place, you got your from A to B, Thomas Barnwell, B's for Barnwell.
Mm-hmm.
And then in final place, you got your A, B, C. You got your Alex Brown.
Christ.
Exactly.
All right.
So that's the order that I'm putting them in, James.
I'm going off the board.
Off the board.
First place, Alex Brown.
Wow.
Second place, Thomas Barnwell. Third place, Annabelle. And this is the reason. I predict that she has one too many beers and knocks the pumpkins off the counter.
Wow, what a sight that would be.
Yeah.
Or maybe she'll get Tanya Hardinged.
By who?
By Thomas
Well,
Barnwell.
look, because I want to chime in here now. We're talking about, you're saying that Alex might be picking up the rear here. She might send her roommate, Vance Gillis, to Jeff Galooly, Annabelle.
That's correct, yeah.
Now, are they hitting Annabelle with the pipe or the pumpkin?
I think the pumpkin gets clobbered with the pipe, James. If
yeah.
I have to guess.
And then the pumpkin is crying profusely. Why?
Yeah.
Can I talk about that footage for a second? It's really sad, but when she's screaming it, I do find it funny.
Well, there's nothing funny about it, James, and I feel like you're a bad person for saying that. I don't
Syd,
like that type of humor.
Syd, what do you think about that footage?
I'm sorry. Which footage are
Tanya Harding after she got hit with a pipe?
Oh, you don't remember the
tragic
92 Olympics?
Not Tanya Harding.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Nancy Kerrigan. Yeah.
Yes. Tragic event. You know. I'm just glad that everyone.
I just hope everyone had a good time.
Yeah, as long as people had a good time.
Yeah. It's a question everyone's been waiting for me to ask you guys. Marlaena, we're going to start with you. Do you like John Cougar Mellencamp?
Well, his daughter, Teddy Mellencamp, was for a time a Real Housewife.
Teddy Bear Mellencamp.
Possibly, yes. TBM. And she has this like natural wellness program that's like where she's like an accountability coach for essentially what she does is you give her a bunch of money and then she will text you profusely making sure you've only had soup and that you're on the treadmill for 45 minutes a day. Yeah. She's a very bad person. And I don't really know John Cougar Mellencamp very well, so that's all I have.
If he had his wellness one, he'd be texting people not to make sure that they were eating soup all day, but that they were eating chili dogs all day, specifically sucking on chili dogs.
Can I just say, I really wish I had a lot of candy right now. I see that bowl of candy in Annabelle's frame, and I'm just like, I
wouldn't mind some candy.
That's why I went to get the granola.
I had a year-old candy Snickers, no, not Snickers, Kit Kat that my parents brought over. They were like, "Here, let's give away some year-old candy," and I took one bite of it, and it was nasty.
Yeah, I was digging through the bag, and some of the chocolates had already been opened. Syd, let's go to you. Do you like John Cougar Mellencamp?
No.
All right, Marilyn, any thoughts on John Cougar Mellencamp?
Not many thoughts, but I feel that I've enjoyed his. Maybe a song. I don't want to say his music. Maybe a song in the past.
I can't even. I don't even think I could name another song besides Jack and Diane. Like
Pink Houses.
I have no melody to that.
Little pink houses for you and me.
I have no idea what
What
that
about
is.
I was born in a small town?
Oh, that's the same guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shocking.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. You won't believe that this song is the same singer as that song.
Click
But like
here.
What's another one? Blood on the Scarecrow. That's actually a good song. There's also a Crumbling Down, which is a good song.
Born to
You
Run.
know,
Oh yeah, classic. Born to Run by John Cougar Mellencamp.
everyone. Okay, wait. Now I'm confused. Is it or is it not a John Cougar? I am the
Born to Run is the
target for this
boss,
kind of
Bruce
crap.
Springsteen.
James is
Okay,
dressed as right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because for me it's all like 80s rock, you know.
Wrap your arms around my engine.
It's all working class rock.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if Annabelle's two pumpkins are going to be Jack and Diane.
Now that if she had them sucking on chili dogs,
Damn.
that would be Dave. Is that mixed media?
Sucking, if it was a literal chili dog, it would
Yeah.
be mixed media for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we are going to say goodbye to the judges for the second and final time until it's time to say goodnight for the night. We're getting very close.
James, what do you want to talk
scoring.
about now?
Oh, Dave, there's zero concern on any level for me.
Nice. You're all
Zero.
blurry though for some reason.
Yeah, that's fine. Dave, have you enjoyed any Halloween movies yet this year? Some scary film?
I've watched some like Halloween episodes of Paw Patrol. And,
Okay.
Some other kids' Halloween shows. I've watched Orion's World Halloween episode.
Oh God, okay.
You know
Which is one of
Ryan's
these weird YouTubers where there's something sinister about the whole thing.
He's an internet kid
Loser.
celebrity.
If I may interrupt,
Here,
the
let me bring
judges
you
are
back,
still
yeah.
on screen. Yes, thank you.
No, you're not.
No, they're not on screen, but I would like to hear Syd interrupt from off screen.
Okay, go ahead, Syd.
I thought I saw myself on screen a moment ago,
I think,
but
you're
I guess I was
delayed.
wrong. I'm gonna go light this gas.
Wow, that was very sinister.
Wow, he's gonna.
Now, Dave, are you going to be watching any Halloween or scary movies? There's still a couple days to go.
Oh man, I'm not a huge guy. I don't like getting scared, James.
I thought you were about to say I'm not a huge guy.
I'm not a huge guy.
These movies scare you? Come on.
Yeah, I guess. Well, like a real scary movie. Yeah, it scares
What?
me.
Okay, what's a real scary movie? Come on,
Like
come
any
on.
of the like a Halloween, say, or a Freddy versus Jason, or you know.
So your two reference points are a Halloween, so any of the Halloween series, or Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, or
what is it? Is it the anticipation? Is it the? Well, that's
it's
Friday
the
the 13th.
possibility of a jump scare, James. I
Yeah.
feel like it makes my heart like.
Dave, let's cut the crap for a
Yeah.
second. There's a lot of sex scenes in those 80s movies.
Sure, yeah.
And a lot of the female performers have something that you love.
What's that?
Huge boobs.
I don't know about that, James.
Well, you've talked about it on the show.
Huge boobs?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like me.
Do you think having kind of the sexy scene is a bit of a break when you're watching a scary movie?
Well, I don't want to. If I'm looking at any sized anything, I don't want the possibility of a murderer jumping around from around the corner.
What's usually a cardinal sin in those movies, sex equals death.
That's true. So, if anything, it makes me even more nervous.
Have you ever now,
any
Dave?
kind of
can you
sexual moment, I want to be. I want everyone to be enjoying it, and no one have the possibility of being murdered.
Dave, have you ever had sex around Halloween?
You know, I haven't taken note of it.
If you had to guess.
If I had to guess, no.
All right. Is it because you're worried that something bad might happen?
It's because
you basically do no nut November and October to avoid being murdered.
Are you telling me that? Then yeah, I guess so. Yes, and it doesn't go that well.
Dave, what if we watch a scary movie together? Would that be comforting for you?
James, I've been begging you to watch a movie with me for years. So if this is
All right,
the one you want to do, then let's do it.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what.
What are you bringing over?
Well, I was with a buddy of mine yesterday. I think he carved 8 pumpkins in the span of 1 hour.
Wow.
He should have been in the competition.
You know, I'm gonna pump a carve tomorrow.
You're gonna pump a carve? So sick.
Yeah.
Now, he was wearing it was a mixed media shirt. It was the 80s rock band Dokken with Freddy Krueger, because as part of a Nightmare on Elm Street, I believe it was the movie Dream Warriors, they recorded a song called Dream Warriors for that movie. And I like that song. I thought maybe I'll watch a Nightmare on Elm Street. It's been a very long time. Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen it.
You've never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, I know about it. I know. He's got like Wolverine style hands, blades on his arms.
Don't bring Wolverine into this.
You know Wolverine from the
don't bring Freddy Krueger into the Marvel universe.
He's in the MCU. He got snapped out of existence by Thanos.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, I haven't seen it, and so yeah, I'd maybe watch it.
All right.
In university, I had to watch some horror movies for like a cultural studies class.
Dave, what would, if you had to pitch a horror movie,
Yeah.
you had to pen a horror movie, what would it be?
Oh man, be about a guy who had to every Monday he'd have to go on an internet show, and no one watched ever.
It's really scary.
Yeah, it's scary. It's like, what's he doing?
Well, Dave, I want to chime in on that note. So on Friday, I did a show at this show's favorite venue, Theater VME. It was a bit of a Halloween themed show with friends of the show, Dimitri Kires,
Love that guy,
Andy Saff, and Monica Schneider.
Nice.
After the show, I met someone who.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, I finally met someone.
Yeah,
I forgot to ask for a kiss. I met someone. This person might be watching. I believe his name was Charlie. I'd never met this person before. They're not involved in the world of improv comedy as we are. And they said, I really like the At Home with James show. Can we get a picture?
Wow. James, did you meet a ghost?
Yeah, because people don't exist who watch this show.
That's right.
And I was so touched by that. If they're watching right now, thank you so much. And to me, it reaffirmed that, you know, we're underdogs.
It's true.
Who else at 10:30 has gathered a bunch of people to carve pumpkins, drink beer, judge pumpkins, sucking on chili dogs, get itchy from wearing luchador masks and bandanas? You know what we are? We're an acquired taste. We're not for everyone. We are never going to be for everyone. This is what it is.
You're right, James. That was a motivational speech of sorts, and I'd like to.
Yeah, now you do one.
You know, you know what the show is, James?
Bad.
And that's my time.
Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to give our carvers a 2-minute warning.
Okay.
It's over? Oh, it begins. Yeah. They've got a 2-minute warning. I'm setting my timer now. I can say without confirming totally, Annabelle's done. I can see that Annabelle is done.
Yeah.
She is thrown in the towel on wearing that wig, which God bless her. I would have done the same thing. I wore a wig a couple of years in a row. It sucks. That's why I didn't wear one tonight. Thomas looks like he's putting the finishing touches on stuff. He's chipping away. We don't know what's going on with Alex Brandt. She might be putting leather pants on these pumpkins here.
Oh, yeah. Chip it away, chip it away, chip it away now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the great Chili Peppers songs. As there are about 90 seconds to go, we will be back a week from tonight. I'm working on something. Is it going to work? I don't know. Stay tuned for social media outlets to understand and find out what we're going to do. We've had a bit of a wonky schedule. It's Mondays all the way through. No way, Jose. A week from tonight. And damn, Dave, you know what's coming up soon, right?
The holidays?
Yeah, we talked about it, but there's a very special part of the holidays on this show. It's something that I'm formally inviting you to that you have never been able to attend.
Oh, the tree lighting.
Yes, the At Home with James tree lighting, where I throw a live party in my apartment that I do not get to attend. It's not fun to host the show. it's tough to pull people away from the party. Last year they dug through my belongings.
Now, I've never been to one of these things before.
Yeah, no, we always have Micro Dave here.
There's Micro Dave, who, God bless him, he's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Very small.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Little in stature, big in heart.
But Big Dave, aka
Huge Johnson.
Micro Dave, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Lucky guy.
Micro Dave has a macro dong.
Okay. All right. But I keep not being able to go because various familial engagements.
Yeah, last year you had a bit of an emergency. Your son fell over.
Yeah, I had to take my son to the hospital last year. Or I didn't take him.
No, you didn't. You stayed home and teched the show.
I stayed home and teched the show. While I was nervous about my hospitalized son.
Dave, I love you, buddy.
Oh man, this is a horror film for me. This show.
This is the story of a Dave.
Yeah, who sings that? Oh, that's right, John Cougar Mellencamp.
Yeah, John Cougar. This is the story of a Dave.
Yeah.
Do you like that song? This is the story of a girl
who bought
a river and drowned the whole world.
But she looks so nice in photographs.
Sad.
Oh, damn. I totally turned the tone in 180.
In photographs, I absolutely love her when she smiles. All right, 2 minutes are up.
We should be in a little boy band together.
The Carver. I would love to start a band with you.
All right, great. Let's do it.
Let's bring the Carvers back. We're going to see what's what here. It's the time we've been waiting for. As Gwen Stefani once sang, what you waiting for? All right, Annabelle, let's go to you. You're done. You are done.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, without exposing them, how do you feel?
I feel like I executed my ideas.
Okay, I love it. Thomas, the question is, are you done?
I'm done, James.
Now, did you have to, as we say in the bathroom world, cut your piss off, or did you finish?
James, I did the best I could in the time I had and the tools I had, so I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Okay, you're feeling good. You took us down to bring us up. All right. Wow, the first ever costume change in at-home history. How you feeling about your pumpkin, Bob?
You know, it's a happy accident.
It sounds like Canadian Bob.
Yeah. It's a,
it kind of looks like Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. I'm happy with it.
Now, did you finish or did you have to cut it off?
I finished. Yes, I finished.
All right. The time has come. We are going to ask the Carvers, and this is before the judges, because we want for the judges to be able to breathe them in, look at them. Again, the criteria from a scale of 1 to 5. Creativity, execution, spookiness. Carvers, let's see the pumpkins. This is a story of some gourds.
Gordanian.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh man. Mamma mia.
If you got
whoa. We got a lot going on here.
Let me see if I can center these pumpkins over here.
Hold on. We got to go to there's a lot going on here. So Dave's going to do some reframing. Wow. My heart has skipped a beat. Alex,
your heart just went bang bang boom.
Yeah. Another great Canadian band, the Moffats. Early morning, I got carving pumpkins on my side. Alex, let's start with you. Take us through your pumpkin. It looks like it's sucking on a chili dog.
So I know that you love cigarettes, so I've included a cigarette.
Yeah.
And it's like a guy who has just like witnessed something, and he's like agape.
Yeah, can you bring this pumpkin in nice and tight on the camera? Give us kind of like kind of like move it.
So he's got like maybe he's a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like originally my plan was like I wanted there to be a spider on his nose, and he'd be like, oh, but then the spider just like wasn't working, so I had to pivot, and it's like a bit more conceptual than I.
Yeah. I really like what you've done with the sides. It isn't a traditional one where you've cropped the top. This, I really like this. It's very fun.
And this is his nose, obviously. I hope that's been conveyed.
This is great. Okay, we are going to go over to Thomas Barnwell. This is really something. You went in basically waiting to see what I was dressed as. Is that correct?
That's right. I've got dozens and dozens of outfits in this room.
Thomas, take us through it. This is really, really something.
Neat. My God.
Well, certainly mine isn't as technically good as Alex's or Annabelle's, but it's my Angry James pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
I took some liberties with your charming overbite, and and this bandana is actually yours.
Yes.
From the at-home show from last year.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I'll wash the pumpkin stains out and return it to you.
Now, what have you used for the hair and the beard?
Well, it's just felt.
Oh, mixed media.
Yeah. Would you be able to pick the pumpkin up and kind of like, unless it's precarious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, James.
Yeah. Could you bring it a little tight into the camera? Wow. I am looking at this and I've decided I'm going to kill myself.
What are the eyes? Are those real, like, googly eyes?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Annabelle, let's go to you. I know what you've done here, and I love it.
Okay, so this one, we'll talk about this one first. This one is a victim in Jaws, where they are a shark attack victim. Yeah, it's got a few bites in. You can even see the bite going right through his eye right there. I don't know if you can see that perfectly. Yeah. Okay, so that's Jaws victim to go with my character this evening. And then this one is the scariest thing I could think of for the At Home with James show, which is the wheel.
Now, what is on the wheel? It looks like there's a bit of writing.
So I put in At Home with James. So AHWJ.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I have the little dial, and then one of the pies says music, and one of the pies says lyric.
I would absolutely hate to be one of the judges here. Now, Dave, I want to go to you. Are we going to an 8-shot? Or are we going to a what would that be? A 5-shot?
We can go to an 8-shot.
All right, so we're gonna bring everyone in. Baby, I'm ready to go. Damn, this is something here. So what I think we're gonna do here is, Dave, do we need anyone to bring things into frame here a little bit?
Well, I'm adjusting frames as we speak.
All right, so we're gonna let Dave go to work. He's doing a hell of a job tonight. The frames brought to you by Dave. He's gonna take care of everything. I want to get immediate thought from the judges. We're not scoring anything, just very quick words here. Marlaena, immediate thoughts. Marlaena, you're currently muted. All the judges are muted.
Wow. What a wonderful array of pumpkins. And the overall quality is very impressive. This is going to be very difficult.
Marilyn, quick thoughts.
Same feeling. Very impressed quickly. And yes, I'm surprised. I'm impressed.
Syd, you've been here since day one. How do these measure up as a cluster of pumpkins? None of these are mid.
No, it's what a lineup. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, it's damn. Dave, are you happy to not be judging, or you don't give?
I'm happy to not be judging. I will comment one thing. I would say there's 4 pumpkins here, and at least half of them, I would say maybe reference, maybe even teeter on sucking up to the show a little bit.
I love it. Dave, give me 2. Should I dress like this all the time?
Yes.
Damn. I am a good looking guy. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to start with the scoring. Syd, we are going to begin with you, and we are going to start with Alex's pumpkin. Alex's pumpkin is up first, scale of 1 to 5. What are you giving it off the top on creativity?
Definitely a 5.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
a no-brainer.
the first 5. Execution.
I struggle with this one because I really like the creative pivot, but I feel I must punish the mistake that caused it. So I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay, still a very good score. And finally, spookiness. I mean, smoking does kill.
Yes, that smoking is not the reason I'm giving it a 4. It's those glowy eyes for me.
Okay. It's a very nice score so far.
Thank you.
All right. Marlaena, we're going to go to you. What are we giving Alex's pumpkin on creativity?
Solid 4.
Okay. We're going to move on to execution.
Solid 4.
And finally, spookiness. Are we going to go all the way?
Solid 4, baby.
A solid 4. Okay. We've got a 4, a 4, and a 4. Syd's got a 5, a 3, and a 4. Marilyn, let's go to you. Alex's pumpkin on creativity.
5.
Execution.
I will give it a 4.
And then finally, spookiness.
3.5. I would like to say that I admire this sideways. That's something that I haven't seen, I think, in a long time. And it makes me think of a Muppet. Maybe that's why the spookiness, a bit of a Muppet look.
I did think
there's a little bit of a Muppety-ish to it, yeah.
Yes, so that's my 3.5 on the spookiness.
Okay, Alex, let's go to you for immediate reaction.
Those are solid scores. I really need to work on my self-esteem. I really was expecting like everyone to be like, get out of here, you loser.
Wow. Okay, so this is for next week's Make Alex Great Again episode.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So thanks, judges. Really appreciate the kind scores.
We're now going to move on to Thomas's pumpkin. Syd, we begin with you. Creativity.
Creativity, this is an obvious 5. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just look at it.
Yep. Because he knew going in, I suspect I'm going to do James. I don't know what he looks like. So he had to do everything in the moment. Syd, execution.
This is another tough one. I appreciate that there was some carving that happened, but and at the same time, I really like the attention to detail for what how the pumpkin was decorated. But I gotta even this out and give it a 3.
Okay, so it's mirroring what we've done so far with your scores with Alex's. Spookiness.
I love you, Thomas, but 1, this isn't scary at all.
Syd, I was worried. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, 5.
Yeah, no.
Syd, I love you for it, buddy. Marlaena, let's go to you. Creativity.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So no, I'm gonna say it. Like Annabelle, Alex, I love you both, and I'm deeply, deeply attracted to both of you.
Okay.
I will say that Thomas, this is my favorite pumpkin. And so for creativity, giving it a 5.
Execution.
5. That face, it's so good. For spookiness, the eyes with the teeth are kind of freaky, but I am going to give it a 3.5, which I think is
okay. So that's a very good score. Marilyn, let's go to you. Creativity.
Yes, I'm going for a 5 as well.
All right. Execution.
Just because there's a lot of details, attention to details, and it's well put, I'm giving it a 4.
Okay. And then finally, spookiness.
I'm giving it a 4 because I do not want to meet Angry James.
Oh, wow. Okay. So Marilyn's coming in hot with scores. Thomas, let's go to you. Thoughts as you've now been scored?
I'm shocked that I did as well as I did because
everyone's got low self-esteem here.
Yeah.
Let's not forget mixed.
That's what makes them execute such great work.
Fair enough.
We tried harder. Right? Yeah, no, because I think Syd called it, there wasn't much carving done, and certainly Alex's is beautiful. So,
all right. So we are now moving on to our final pumpkin, or should I say pumpkins. We're going to Annabelle Agnew's, some more mixed media. Syd, we start with you. Annabelle's in terms of creativity.
This is another 5. It's 5s across the board for creativity tonight. What a lineup. Yeah.
Yep. Execution.
This at first it didn't at first it bugged me that the pumpkin wasn't glowing as much, but then I realized that it's like a thinning instead of a carving. Like instead of cutting holes, you're like making it thinner. So for that, I must also give execution a 5.
Okay. And spookiness.
And this is another tough one because we have 2. And one of them, the attention to detail in the Jaws thing, I really like it. The wheel isn't spooky at all, so I'm balancing it out to a 3.
All right.
Have you
So
ever
now
seen Annabelle in a wheel? It's spooky for her.
it is true. Yeah, it brings up a lot of mixed emotions. Not
Wheels are not spooky to me. I'm sorry.
All right. That's why Syd's a judge. That's why Syd's a judge. Marlaena, let's go to you. Creativity.
Annabelle's is very difficult to judge, but I think given the work ethic and the execution of everything, creativity, solid 4.
Execution.
4 again.
Spookiness.
Honestly, a 4.
All right.
If I had to make one note, I wish that the pumpkins were related in some way in terms of what they were.
But not enough that it swayed you to a 3.
No.
Okay. Marilyn, we are now getting ready for the final scores here. Creativity.
4. I admire the, coming up with 2 ideas and linking it with the show. I like that.
Let's go with execution.
It's a 4. I mean, 2 pumpkins. And like Syd said, it's harder to see some of these details, but, thinning and then lettering. Yeah. 4.
Fair enough. And then spookiness.
Yes, well, for that, even though that I just, said what I said earlier about Annabelle and the Wheel, I'll give it a 3, just because I think, it just maybe not as much. I don't feel it as much, but I admire the connection with the costume for the Jaws one for sure.
All right. Well, everything has been tallied, and I think this might be the closest year we've ever had. Before we announce the scores, Dave, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, I'm going through so many emotions right now. All the pumpkins are impressive on their own right, but there can only be one winner, and that's
that's true.
That's just the brutal reality of intense competition. So before the final scores are announced, for the people who don't already know, if they're not counting themselves.
Now, were you counting? I did the math, Dave.
I was not counting.
I counted.
Zoned out.
I was not counting either.
So late.
I'm not good at math.
Well,
so best of luck to our competitors is what I'm trying to say.
I can tell you right now, this is the way that the scoring has gone down. We have got a 36.5, a 35.5, and a 36.
Oh my god!
Whoa,
that's crazy.
Wow.
I'm gonna reveal the winner off the hop right away. The winner.
You're not gonna say 3 first?
Yeah, do it
Yeah, but I feel like once I say I go 3 and then what do you guys want?
I trust your first instinct, James.
Oh,
I think since they're so close, you should just say who the first one is. Okay. I agree.
I'm playing the player, not my.
Listen, I'm in the court.
I respect the judge
of the Supreme Court. Thank you.
With a score of 36.5, the 2024 champion of the Great Pumpkin Carve. I'm getting foggy here. There we go. Is downtown Alex Brown.
No.
Wow. And I'd just like to point out that was my prediction.
That's true.
That's true. Thank you.
All
Oh
right,
my God.
All right, now
Wow.
do third.
Now do third. Okay. With a score of 35.5. Third place goes to Thomas Barnwell.
That's shocking. I thought he was going to get
So our
first.
second place
Me
winner is
Who could it be?
Annabelle.
Annabelle Agnew. There we go. Okay, Alex, let's go to you. Immediate reaction.
I mean, immediate reaction, again, the self-esteem I have to work on. It feels like an upset. I really thought Thomas was going to have it. Obviously, this was a very strong competitors that I had to go up against. So I'm very, I humbly accept this, and I'm very shocked. So
wow. Okay, Annabelle, let's go to you. Second place.
Well, I feel like the At Home with James wheel is absolutely terrifying.
They cursed you tonight.
Yeah, and it was, I do feel like I was unfairly judged in that category, and so I feel like it's an upset.
All right, Thomas.
Congratulations, Alex.
Thomas, let's go to Thomas here.
Hey, we're all winners here.
Okay, Thomas is doing something over here.
Thomas is packing it in.
I just realized maybe if I had lit my candle, it might have given me that extra 0.5.
Well, it's too late.
Unironically, it might have.
What if it just lights the hat on fire?
Good thinking. Safety first.
Yeah. Did you light it?
Well,
are you lighting it?
No, I decided not to.
Yeah.
Thomas, I think we all thought when this was revealed, this was gonna come in number one.
Yeah.
But again, these scores, you got a 36.5, a 35.5, and a 36. It's all by a hair.
It was a great year for pumpkin carving.
It was a great year for pumpkin carving. Well, look, I'm not going to keep anyone any longer. Alex?
I just want to say I really do like your pumpkin, Thomas. The commitment to the bit is something that I respect, and the angle that you went with, you committed to it, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
I do. I love it
because you came in last.
I'm not disappointed. I think the best person won. So
okay, well, this is what I want to do, Alex. I want to not only congratulate you for winning, all of our competitors, another great year of judging. I want to thank everyone so much for being here. Dave, you were an absolute menace in the best of ways on the board tonight.
Hey, thanks, James.
Guys, another pumpkin carve has come and gone, and much like in all previous years, it has been great. For Syd Roc, for Marlaena Moore, for Marilyn T, for Thomas Barnwell, for Annabelle Agnew, and for our grand champion in 2024, Alex Brown. We wish you the best of Halloweens, the safest of spooky seasons. We will see you in a year's time where we do it, God willing, once again. But now it is time to turn the page on Halloween as we inch ever so closely to the holiday season. Until then, I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. Be well. Happy Halloween. No song or anything, I guess.
Yeah, where's music?
We'll just.
I'm scared.
There is a song. There is a song, guys. Don't worry about it. Chill.
Suck it on, chili dogs.
We've been waving for nothing for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, like, why are we waving?